Hazrat Abu Hurairah radiyallahu anhu says, Allah's Apostle sallallahu alaihi wasallam was brought roast meat, so one shoulder was presented to him, for he sallallahu alaihi wasallam extremely liked it. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam ate of it and then said, On the day of resurrection, I am the chief of all mankind. Do you know why? Hearken, Allah Jalla Jalaluhu will assemble all the former and coming generations in a flat plain that a proclaimer can transmit his sound to all, and one will be able to behold all, and the sun will draw near. The people will suffer grief and distress, which they will be unable to endure and bear. So they will ask one another, Do not you see in which condition you are? Why do not look for someone who may intercede for you with your Lord? So some people will say to the others, You should go to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. So they will go to Hazrat Adam alayhi salam and submit, You are the father of mankind. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has created you by his hand and inspired you with a spirit from him and commanded the angels, so they prostrated themselves before you. So you may intercede for us with your Lord. Don't you see what a critical condition we have reached? Hazrat Adam alayhi salam will say, Today my Lord Jalla Jalaluhu has expressed such a rage as he has never expressed, nor will he Jalla Jalaluhu express in future. No doubt he Jalla Jalaluhu forbade me to approach a tree, but there was a lapse on my part. So I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. You should go to someone else. You should go to Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam. So they will visit Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam and submit, O Hazrat Nuh alayhi salam, you are the first apostle of the people of the earth, and Allah Jalla Jalaluhu named you Abdan Shakuran, a grateful bondsman. You may intercede for us with your Lord. Don't you see in what state we are? He will say to them, Today my Lord Jalla Jalaluhu has expressed such a fury as he Jalla Jalaluhu has neither expressed nor will he Jalla Jalaluhu express in future. Verily, my Lord permitted me to make an approved invocation which I made against my people. So I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. You should go to someone else. You should better go to Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. So the people will visit Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam and submit, O Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam, you are Allah's apostle as well as his friend from the people of the earth. So you may intercede for us with your Lord Jalla Jalaluhu. Don't you see which calamity has struck us? He will say to them, Undoubtedly today my Lord Jalla Jalaluhu has expressed such anger as he Jalla Jalaluhu has neither ever expressed nor will he Jalla Jalaluhu express it in future. And undoubtedly I passed 3 apparently false statements. Abu Hayyan mentioned those statements in his report. So I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. You should go to someone else. You should go to Hazrat Moses alayhi salam. So the people will go to Hazrat Moses alayhi salam and submit, O Hazrat Moses alayhi salam, you are Allah's apostle. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has given you superiority over all other people by granting you apostleship and his talk. So you may intercede for us with your Lord. Don't you see which calamity has smitten us? He will say, My Lord Jalla Jalaluhu has expressed such a fury as he Jalla Jalaluhu neither ever has expressed, nor will he Jalla Jalaluhu express in future. Undoubtedly, I killed a person, whereas I had not been ordained to kill him. So I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. So you should go to someone else. You should go to Hazrat Isa, Jesus Christ. So the people will go to Hazrat Isa, Jesus alayhi salam and submit, O Hazrat Isa alayhi salam, you are Allah's apostle, a word of him which he Jalla Jalaluhu sent to Hazrat Maryam, Mary, Jesus' mother. Moreover, you are a spirit from him, and you talk to the people while you were an infant in the cradle. So you may intercede for us with your Lord. Don't you see in which state we have reached? Hazrat Isa, Jesus alayhi salam will say, Today my Lord Jalla Jalaluhu has expressed such an anger as he Jalla Jalaluhu has neither ever expressed nor will he Jalla Jalaluhu express in future. He will not mention any of his lips, rather say, I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. I am worried about myself. You should go to someone else. You should go to Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So the people will visit Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and submit, O Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, you are Allah's apostle and the last of all the prophets alayhimus salam. Allah Jalla Jalaluhu has pardoned the sins of your predecessors and descendants for your sake. So you may intercede for us with your Lord. Don't you see in what state we are? So I will set off for this purpose, and reaching below the throne, I will fall in prostration before my Lord. Then Allah Jalla Jalaluhu will reveal to me such words of His praise and glorification as He Jalla Jalaluhu has not unrevealed to anyone before me. Then I will be said, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, raise your head, implore, you will be granted, intercede, your intercession will be approved. So I will then raise my head and submit, O Lord, my ummah, O Lord, my ummah. So it will be said, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, let those of your ummah who are not to be taken into account enter through Babul Ayman, the right door, a door of paradise, and they can equally enter by other doors with the other people. He sallallahu alaihi wasallam then say, by him in whose possession my soul is, the width of each gate of the paradise is like the distance between Makkah and Himyar, or between Makkah and Basra. Sahih Bukhari, Hadith number 4712.